What if I told you your entire life is vibrating right now? Not metaphorically, but literally. According to Stanford and HeartMath Institute, everything from your breath to your thoughts to the walls around you is energy oscillating at different frequencies. But here's the shift. Energy isn't just around you. It moves through you. You are not a passive observer, you are the signal. And reality? It doesn't respond to effort. It responds to the frequency you emit when no one is watching. Like a radio, you're always broadcasting, not with words, but with your state of being. The question is, what station are you tuned to? What's your body whispering when your mind is silent? You are the frequency. You are the field. Stay with me because next, we'll uncover how you're not just watching reality. You're programming it. They told you you're the observer. But what if you're actually the antenna? Not just receiving reality, but constantly transmitting it. Like a living broadcast tower, your body emits a bioelectromagnetic field, measured by the HeartMath Institute to radiate up to 3 meters from the heart alone. This isn't philosophy, it's physics. Your heartbeat, breath, and emotional state create a unique vibrational fingerprint. As personal as a vocal tone or fingerprint, you are a frequency. And the universe doesn't respond to your words, it responds to your wavelength. Think about it. Ever walked into a room and felt tension before a word was said? That's broadcast energy. You're doing the same every second, not just reacting to the world, but shaping how it forms around you. What are you transmitting when you feel anxious? When you're at peace? Like tuning an old radio dial, your emotions set your signal, and reality tunes in. The question isn't, how do I make it happen? But, what frequency am I embodying? Stanford researchers suggest that perception isn't passive, it's a feedback loop. The field mirrors your internal state, not your effort. So if you've been trying to think your way out, maybe it's time to feel your way in. What would happen if you became conscious of your signal? How would life shift if you broadcast calm instead of craving? You're not a watcher. You're the source, the transmitter, and your frequency already speaks louder than your words. So, are you tuned to fear or trust, scarcity or presence? What are you broadcasting today? Let me know in the comments. And stay with me because next, we'll uncover the biggest mistake most people make, trying to control the outcome instead of mastering their internal state. Have you ever done everything right, said the affirmations, visualized every night, took the action steps and still felt stuck? That's not failure, that's feedback. Because the most common mistake in manifestation isn't doing too little, it's trying too hard to control the outcome. Instead of tuning your internal state, control tightens, coherence opens. Imagine trying to force a radio to play your favorite song by yelling at it instead of simply adjusting the dial. That's how most people approach manifestation. Gripping, forcing, trying to make things happen. But reality doesn't bend through effort, it reflects frequency. And frequency begins inside you. Let me tell you about Maya. She chased results for years, vision boards, 5 a.m. routines, endless affirmations. Outwardly, she did everything right. But inside, her nervous system was bracing, her body tight, her heart doubting. The field picked up on that. Nothing shifted. Until one day, she stopped. She paused not to quit, but to feel, to breathe, to notice the signal she was actually broadcasting. Anxiety disguised as ambition. So she changed her focus not to the outcome, but to her state. She practiced safety in her body, emotional truth, coherent breath. And slowly, her life changed. Not through control, but through resonance. According to HeartMath, emotional coherence increases heart rate variability, a sign your nervous system is regulated and your signal is clean. When you feel safe, aligned, and present, your biofield stabilizes, and the quantum field mirrors that back. So ask yourself, are you tightening or tuning, forcing or flowing? When you shift your state, you shift your signal, and when your signal shifts, reality follows. It's not about trying harder, it's about aligning deeper. You don't manifest by chasing the result, you manifest by becoming the match. What do you think? Have you noticed this pattern in your life? Tell me in the comments. Stay with me because up next, we'll go even deeper into this. What is vibration, really? Not a spiritual idea, but a measurable physical phenomenon. Let's break it down. What if vibration isn't a spiritual buzzword, but the most scientific thing about you? Everything in existence vibrates. That's not poetry, it's physics. As Einstein said, E equals mc squared, meaning all matter, including your body, is energy in motion. Max Planck, father of quantum theory, revealed that energy comes in tiny vibrating packets, quanta. And Nikola Tesla put it simply: if you want to understand the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. Your body is not static. Your heart emits an electromagnetic rhythm measurable in real time. Your brain pulses with electric waves alpha, theta, delta. Your cells communicate through frequencies. According to the NIH and HeartMath Institute, the heart's electromagnetic field is 5,000 times stronger than the brain's and radiates several feet around you. You are quite literally a vibrational being. But here's where it gets personal. Emotions, too, have frequencies. On the Hawkins scale of consciousness, shame vibrates at just 20 hertz, fear around 100 hertz, but love? Around 528 hertz. Peace? 600 plus. These aren't abstract numbers. They reflect actual measurable states of your nervous system, your field, your life. Think of it this way. You're like an instrument. Your thoughts, breath, and feelings are tuning knobs. And your world? It doesn't respond to the words you say, but to the tone you're playing. You don't need to believe in vibration. You're living it. Every sigh, every heartbeat, every emotion, it's already broadcasting. So, what frequency are you living at today? Are you vibrating at survival or expansion? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear where you are in your journey. And if this is resonating with you, tap that like button, hit subscribe, and turn on the bell so you don't miss the next part. Because next, we're diving into the most crucial truth. The quantum field doesn't respond to what you say, it responds to what you feel. Let's explore why your emotional signal, not your affirmations, is what truly programs your reality. Stay with me. You can whisper 1,000 affirmations, but if your body is trembling with fear, the quantum field will only hear the tremble. Why? Because this field, what physicists call the unified field, or zero-point field, doesn't respond to words. It responds to emotionally charged energy, to vibration, to coherence. Imagine this field like an infinite web of radio waves. You don't pull a frequency toward you, you tune into it. Your emotions are the antenna. The clearer and more stable your emotional signal, the more precise the feedback from reality. Think of it like Google. You don't force it to give you answers. You type in the right keywords and it reflects them instantly. The quantum field works the same. Your signal is the keyword. Not what you say out loud, but what your nervous system is broadcasting underneath. That's the search query the field responds to. Let's talk about Eli. On the surface, Eli was the master of positive thinking. Daily affirmations, vision boards, gratitude journals. But inside, he was anxious, tense, always bracing for things to go wrong. And here's the catch. The field didn't respond to his words. It mirrored the emotion behind them. Eli was saying, "I am abundant," but feeling, "I am not safe." And the signal he emitted was dissonant, mismatched. So reality stayed stuck, repeating the same loop. According to studies from the HeartMath Institute, when your emotional state is incoherent, your heart rate variability becomes erratic. Your signal becomes noisy. But when you're emotionally aligned, your heart, brain, and nervous system enter synchronized. The field receives a clear, harmonious imprint. So ask yourself gently, what am I truly broadcasting beneath my words? Is it safety or fear? Abundance or grasping? And how would my life shift if I tuned the emotion, not the outcome? You don't need to shout at the universe. You just need to feel in tune. You're not speaking to a god in the sky. You're interacting with a living, vibrating intelligence, one that's always reflecting you back to yourself. Stay close, because next, we'll explore coherence, the art of syncing your brain, heart, and body into one clear signal. This is where everything changes. What if the most powerful shift in your reality wasn't something you do, but something you tune? Coherence is that tuning, a return to your natural frequency. It's not a mystical state reserved for monks or spiritual masters. It's biological. It's emotional. It's available. And it begins when your thoughts, your heart, and your body begin to speak the same language. Picture your body as a grand symphony orchestra. Your brain plays the melody of logic and thought. Your heart brings the rhythm of emotion and intuition. Your breath is the tempo, holding everything together. When each part plays on its own, the sound is scattered, disjointed. But when they align, that's coherence, a harmonious vibrational song that the quantum field can actually hear. According to research from the HeartMath Institute, when you achieve emotional coherence, when your heart rate variability, HRV, follows a smooth, sine wave-like pattern, your entire nervous system shifts into balance. You move from survival to regulation, from noise to signal, and your electromagnetic field, generated primarily by the heart, becomes stable and expansive, reaching up to 3 meters, about 10 feet, beyond your body. Think about that. Your emotional state doesn't just affect you, it radiates outward, influencing the people, spaces, and possibilities around you. You become a living field of resonance. And the field doesn't lie. It doesn't respond to what you say, it responds to what you feel. Now here's the powerful part. Coherence isn't something you have to earn. You can create it. Right now, with something as simple as breath. Introducing the Breath Coherence Practice, a tool backed by data, simple in structure, and profound in effect. Inhale gently for 5 seconds. Exhale slowly for 5 seconds. Repeat for 2 minutes. This practice doesn't just calm the mind, it synchronizes the heart and brain into a state of physiological alignment. According to clinical studies from McGill and Stanford, even 2 minutes of coherent breathing can reduce cortisol, increase oxytocin, and reset your autonomic nervous system. It's like turning a dial. You shift from static to signal, from chaos to clarity. And here's the beauty. You don't need to fake joy or force gratitude. Just breathe, with presence, with rhythm. The coherence that follows is not just emotional, it's electromagnetic. So, what if you practice this before an important meeting? Before a conversation you're nervous about? Before setting an intention or entering a new space? You would enter in tune. And when you're in tune, life responds with harmony. Can you recall a time when your whole body felt synchronized, calm mind, open heart, steady breath? What happened after that? Was the outcome different? Did people respond differently to you? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear how coherence has shown up in your life. And stay close, because next we'll explore tool number 1, conscious breath, your immediate gateway into energetic realignment. This is where the science meets the sacred. Let's go deeper. What if every time your energy drifted out of alignment, your breath held the key to bringing you home? Conscious breathing isn't just a stress relief trick, it's a vibrational reset button. A way to tune your frequency in real time, no matter where you are or what you're feeling. Here's the truth. Your breath is directly connected to your vagus nerve, the longest cranial nerve in your body, responsible for regulating your parasympathetic nervous system. When activated through slow, rhythmic breathing, the vagus nerve signals safety to your body, calming your heart, balancing your emotions, and aligning your internal frequency. Think of it like this. Your emotions are waves, but your breath is the shoreline. When the tide gets too high, overwhelm, anxiety, overthinking, your breath is the tool that brings everything back into rhythm. Try this simple technique, called box breathing, used by Navy SEALs, therapists, and energy workers alike. Inhale for 4 seconds. Hold for 4 seconds. Exhale for 4 seconds. Hold for 4 seconds. Repeat for 4 rounds. As you do this, imagine your energy reorganizing. Imagine each inhale bringing in coherence, each exhale releasing interference. This is not about controlling breath, it's about listening to it, becoming present with it. Your frequency follows your breath. And anytime you feel scattered mentally, emotionally, energetically, come back here, to the breath. This is your anchor, your tuner, your signal stabilizer. Have you ever felt your entire state shift after just a few conscious breaths? Where were you? What did it change? Tell me in the comments. I'd love to know how breath has helped you come back to yourself. And stay close, because up next, we'll explore tool number 2, embodied visualization. Not just seeing the reality you desire, but becoming the version of you who already lives it. Let's go deeper. What if the future you're chasing is already living inside you, waiting to be remembered? Most people use visualization like a movie, watching their dream life unfold from the outside, hoping it arrives. But in quantum terms, that's not enough. The field doesn't respond to what you see, it responds to what you embody. There's a difference between imagining the thing and becoming the version of you who already lives it. That's embodied visualization. It's not about the mansion, the money, or the soulmate. It's about how you feel when you are the one who already has it. Try this. Each morning, take 5 minutes to step into your future self, not just in thought, but in frequency. Ask yourself, how does that version of me breathe? What energy do they carry when they enter a room? What is their tone of voice? Confident, calm, playful? How do they walk, decide, respond to life? Close your eyes, feel it, see it, be it. Let your nervous system rehearse the reality not as fiction, but as a signal. Neuroscience from the University of British Columbia shows that the brain doesn't fully distinguish between imagined and real experiences when emotion is present. So if you feel it fully, you broadcast it fully. That's the shift from wanting to becoming. This isn't about pretending, it's about tuning. And the more you dwell in the frequency of your future, the faster it starts to echo back into your now. Have you ever caught a glimpse of your future self in a dream, a memory, or a flash of inner knowing? What did they feel like? Tell me in the comments. I'd love to hear what version of you is waiting to emerge. And stay tuned, because next we'll move into tool number 3, the energy audit, a powerful way to scan your entire vibrational ecosystem and uncover the subtle blocks that may be distorting your signal. This step changes everything. What if your vibration isn't just shaped by what's within you, but also by what surrounds you every day? Your energy is not created in a vacuum. It's constantly interacting with sounds, spaces, people, words, screens. Imagine your frequency as a garden. Some things nourish it, others quietly drain it. That's why the energy audit matters, because even a radiant seed won't thrive in toxic soil. This tool is about conscious awareness, taking a step back and asking, is my environment amplifying my signal or distorting it? Start simple. Draw a line down the middle of a journal page. On the left, right, raises my frequency. On the right, drains my energy. Then begin to list. What goes on the left? Maybe it's a playlist that makes your chest expand, a person who sees you fully, morning light, clean space, deep conversations, nature, silence, breath, art, words that uplift, or music that recenters. And what about the right? Doom scrolling through fear-driven news, conversations rooted in gossip or judgment, overstimulating environments, cluttered rooms, screens before sleep, even subtle self-talk like, I'm not there yet. This is your vibrational ecosystem. And when you begin to notice without judgment, you reclaim your power to curate it. According to environmental psychology research from UCLA and Harvard, sensory input, light, color, sound, language directly influences cortisol levels, brain coherence, and emotional state. That means your physical and digital spaces either support your nervous system or keep it in low-grade stress. So ask yourself, what am I allowing into my field each day? What would shift if I created a quantum-aligned environment tone that mirrors the version of me I'm becoming? You don't need to change everything overnight. Start with one corner, one song, one boundary. Have you ever noticed how certain spaces or people instantly drain or elevate you? What did you find on your list? Tell me in the comments. I'd love to hear how you're redesigning your energetic space. And stay with me, because next, we'll move into tool number 4, micro, tracking, the subtle yet powerful art of identifying your vibrational set points throughout the day. This awareness changes everything. Have you ever reached the end of the day feeling off but couldn't explain why? That's not a mystery. It's a missed signal. Because your vibration isn't one fixed state, it shifts, moment by moment, like the tide. And if you don't track it, you can't tune it. That's where micro-tracking becomes a game changer. This tool isn't about controlling your emotions, it's about noticing them. It's the art of catching your signal in real time, before it becomes a pattern. Try this. Set 3 gentle alarms on your phone throughout the day: morning, midday, and evening. Each time it rings, pause and ask, what frequency am I broadcasting right now? Don't overthink it. Feel into your body. Are you tense or open, rushed or grounded, hopeful or resigned? Then, use a simple emoji system to mark your state. Elevated, aligned, inspired, grounded. Neutral, steady, present, but flat. Dissonant, anxious, resistant, or depleted. At the end of the day, reflect. What patterns do you see? Are your low points linked to certain people, thoughts, or habits? Are your peaks connected to stillness, nature, or creativity? This practice, backed by research in behavioral neuroscience from UCLA and the University of Sussex, helps build emotional granularity, the ability to recognize subtle states before they escalate or stagnate. And with awareness comes agency, because the more you know your frequency, the more you can shift it. So what signals are you sending without realizing it? What would your emoji log look like today? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear what you're discovering. And if this sparked insight, share this video with someone who's ready to shift their energy on a deeper level. Stay with me, because next, we'll explore tool number 5. Vibrational language. How the words you use every day become the codes that either elevate or disrupt your entire signal. What if the words you speak aren't just sound, but spells that tune your reality? Every phrase you utter carries frequency, and that frequency either reinforces your alignment or fragments it. This is the power of vibrational language, a tool hiding in plain sight. Think about it. Saying, "I'm trying to trust the process," carries a very different vibration than, "I am trusting the process." "I hope it works out," whispers uncertainty. "I'm choosing alignment," transmits clarity. Your words don't just describe your state, they broadcast it. They send signals into the quantum field, into your cells, into your subconscious. And the field, like a mirror, responds to the feeling behind the phrase. According to research from the University of California, words with emotional weight activate the limbic brain and create physiological changes: heartbeat, breath, even immune response. Language is not passive. It's energetic code. That's why being mindful of your language isn't about being positive. It's about being precise. "I'll try" keeps you in limbo. "I choose" places you in power. One wobbles, one transmits. Try this simple shift. For one day, listen to the phrases you speak, especially to yourself. When you catch low vibration patterns like, "I can't," try, "I'm learning to." "I always mess this up," shift to, "I'm becoming more aware." "I'm stuck." "I'm in a pause between clarity." This is not about denial, it's about direction. Every word carries intention. Every phrase creates resonance. So, what are your words creating? Are they aligned with who you're becoming or echoing who you're no longer meant to be? Let me know in the comments what's one phrase you're ready to upgrade. Up next, we'll unlock tool number 6. Intentional movement. Thou conscious motion can break stagnant energy and activate your body's highest frequency. You won't want to miss it. What if the breakthrough you're waiting for isn't in your mind but trapped in your hips? Energy doesn't just live in thoughts, it lives in the body. And when the body holds tension, unprocessed emotion, or stillness for too long, the signal jams. That's why intentional movement is one of the most direct ways to release blocked energy and restore vibrational flow. Your body is not just a container, it's a transmitter. According to research from Harvard Medical School and somatic psychology studies at UCLA, physical movement activates the vagus nerve, reduces cortisol, and increases neurochemical coherence. In simpler terms, motion clears emotion. This isn't about working out or burning calories. It's about conscious activation. Try this. Start your day with 5 minutes of free-form movement. Put on a song and let your body move without choreography. Shake, sway, stretch, bounce. Let your body speak. Go for a future self walk. Step like the version of you who already is what you're becoming. Feel the shift in posture, pace, and presence. or simply pause to shake out your limbs when you feel stuck. Light bouncing or swaying can reset your nervous system in seconds. The point is this: when your energy feels frozen, your body is the gateway, not to control it but to liberate it. So, where are you holding tension today? And what would shift if you let your body move it through instead of thinking it away? Let me know in the comments. What's one way you love to move when your energy feels off? Up next, we'll explore a key insight that ties everything together. The real shift doesn't come from doing everything right, but from becoming the right frequency. Don't miss this final piece. You can journal every morning, recite affirmations, visualize for 30 minutes straight. But if the vibration underneath is fear, doubt, or control, the quantum field will respond to that. Not the surface, the signal. This is the truth most people resist. You can't trick the field. Frequency doesn't lie. It's not about doing everything right, it's about being in tune. You can't bypass alignment with performance. The quantum field doesn't respond to your effort, it responds to your essence. Imagine trying to smile while your gut is clenched with anxiety. You say, "I trust," but your cells scream, "I'm scared." The field hears the scream, not the smile. That's why doing the work isn't just about step sites, about state. A study from Stanford's Mind-Body Lab showed that subconscious emotional states influence electromagnetic output far more than conscious thoughts. This means your unspoken frequency speaks louder than your daily routine. So here's the shift. Stop chasing the checklist. Start tuning your being. Ask yourself not, "Am I doing it right?" but, "Am I broadcasting truth? Am I aligned with the version of me who already lives this?" That's the difference between effort and embodiment, between outcome and resonance. What about you? Have you ever felt that gap between what you're doing and what you're being? What changed when you finally tuned in? Tell me in the comments, I'd love to hear. Stay close because next, we'll explore a deeper layer. Pure intention versus resistant desire, and how your real source of energy isn't what you want, but why you want it. Not all desires are created equal. Some come from wholeness, others come from the ache of not enoughness. The quantum field can feel the difference. Here's the truth. Pure intention says, "This is who I am." Resistant desire whispers, "I need this to feel whole." And while both may look the same on the outside vision boards, affirmations, goals, their frequency tells a different story. Imagine planting a seed. Pure intention plants from presence. I already carry the frequency of this. Resistant desire plants from lack. If I don't have it, something's wrong with me. The field doesn't respond to the seed, it responds to the soil. A study by the HeartMath Institute shows that the emotional state underlying a thought is what imprints the biofield. In other words, it's not the thing you want, but the state you're in while wanting it that shapes your signal. So how do you tell the difference? Ask yourself, if I didn't receive this outcome, would I still be whole? If the answer is no, your desire is likely rooted in resistance, not resonance. But when your intention arises from a place of inner truth, it carries no tension. It's clean, expansive, magnetic. You're not chasing, you're transmitting. You don't need the result to complete you, because you already are who that result belongs to. So what? Are you calling in right now? Is it a transmission of your truth, or a plea from your wound? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear what this stirs in you. And if this message touched you, feel free to share this video with someone you love, someone who's ready to move from seeking to becoming. In our final chapter, we'll bring everything together into one integrated practice, a living frequency that isn't about manifesting more, but about embodying truth. Stay with me. What if the very thing blocking your manifestation is the performance of alignment? Let me tell you a story. Her name is Maya. From the outside, she looked like a manifestation pro. Morning affirmations, gratitude journals, green smoothies, vision boards taped above her bed. She did everything right, but her reality stayed the same. Clients didn't show up. Relationships stayed shallow. And deep down, she felt like something was off. The truth? Maya wasn't aligned. She was acting aligned. Her vibration was polished on the outside, but inside, she was tense, bracing, trying to prove. Her nervous system was still running on survival. And the quantum field? It heard that not her words, not her rituals. Her signal was mismatch. Then one evening, in a moment of honest stillness, she asked herself, what if I stop trying to be aligned and just allow myself to become who I already am? That question changed everything. She began small, breathwork, not to fix herself but to feel herself. Walks without headphones, writing not to manifest but to listen. Letting go of needing to get it right, and instead, feeling right. From there, her energy softened, her choices aligned, her voice changed, and without force, her life began to shift. Opportunities flowed, new relationships opened, but more importantly, she felt free. Not because she got what she wanted, but because she became who she truly was. That's the secret. The quantum field doesn't mirror your hustle. It mirrors your honesty. Not how perfect your morning routine is, but how true your vibration is. So ask yourself, are you still trying to look aligned? Or are you finally ready to live aligned? Your frequency is your truth, not your script. And when you stop chasing the frequency and start being the frequency, life begins to rearrange. What part of Maya's journey do you recognize in your own? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear where you are on the path. Stay with me because in the final chapter, we'll land this journey with a powerful truth. Transformation doesn't come from perfection. It comes from clarity. Don't miss this closing moment. What if the universe isn't waiting for you to be perfect, just clear? Maya's shift didn't happen when she perfected her routine. It happened when she got honest about her state. She stopped trying to manifest from the mind and started aligning with her truth. That clarity became her power. And once her signal matched her essence, life no longer had to be chased, it responded naturally. Clarity is magnetic. It doesn't mean you never feel doubt. It means you stop hiding behind it. It means your vibration becomes congruent, your thoughts, emotions, and actions finally speaking the same language. According to HeartMath research, emotional coherency, not intensity, is what regulates the nervous system and stabilizes the electromagnetic field. And from that space of resonance, your external world reorganizes around your inner clarity. So here's the final invitation. Let go of the pressure to do it all right. Ask instead, am I being real with myself? Because change doesn't come from controlling the outcome. It comes from aligning with the truth of who you already are. What's one thing you're ready to get clear about today? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to feel where you're at in this moment. In the final moment ahead, I'll leave you with a quiet invitation, one that isn't about fixing, but about remembering who you came here to be. Stay with me. What if this moment right now isn't asking you to try harder, but to tune deeper? Just like Maya or Eli, maybe you've spent years performing the right frequency, but secretly bracing inside. Their shift didn't come from doing more. It came when they stopped chasing alignment and started living it. And when they did, the world around them changed without force because their inner field finally resonated with truth. This is your invitation. Slow down, breathe, and listen to your signal. What's real for you now? What are you ready to release? And what would your life feel like if you stopped pushing and simply became? Let me know in the comments what part of this journey landed for you. And if this resonated, pass it on. Share it with someone whose vibration is ready to rise. Because your transformation doesn't need to be loud, it needs to be clear. Remember, you don't manifest by proving. You manifest by broadcasting truth calmly, steadily, beautifully. Start there. Everything else will meet you.